Hey, millionaire! Most of us have been playing the lottery for years, waiting for our moment when we finally hit the jackpot. It does happen, but just imagine that. Not only do you find out you really won the lottery, but cameras capture the moment when you find out you're a millionaire. Seems crazy. Well, it has happened to a few super lucky winners before. These people are actually finding out. Their tickets were winners as they were being filmed. That's gotta be a pretty weird experience, but it sure makes for interesting viewing. Let's find out all about these excited lottery winners. And we're starting with this mystery man. Back in 2012, the Powerball saw a huge jump in ticket sales. Nobody had won for 2 months, and everyone was rushing out to buy a ticket to the huge rollover jackpot, which of course meant the jackpot just kept growing. At one point, tickets were selling at a rate of 130 sats every minute. That's a lot of tickets and a lot of money going into the prize pot. By the time the draw rolled out, the jackpot had rolled over 16 times. And with all the ticket sales, it was now worth a whopping $587.5 million. That meant, at the time, it was the second largest jackpot in the history of America. So you can imagine the excitement the winners must have felt when they found out that they were the ones that had a winning ticket. That's the excitement you can see in this video. The jackpot was split between 2 winners, but that still meant that the man in this clip had won an insane amount of money. He bought the ticket in Arizona, in a suburban area just outside Phoenix. Apparently, he played the lottery a lot before moving to Arizona, but since arriving at his new home, he only played twice. After buying this jackpot-winning ticket, he totally disappeared. Everyone was talking about the mysterious Arizona winner who hadn't come forward to claim the giant prize. But he didn't. In this video, he wasn't in Arizona. He was on the other side of the country in Maryland. The reason why he took his lottery tickets all the way across the country is still a mystery. But what's not a mystery is the win. You can clearly see him checking the tickets before discovering he was the winner of a giant jackpot. It looks like he can't believe what he's seeing, so he runs around the store showing everyone the ticket, like he's trying to get them to confirm he's not crazy. Then he dashes out into the street and disappears. We can only guess how stressful it must be to carry around a piece of paper worth that much money. But he mainly just seemed excited. He chose to remain anonymous, so we still don't know his name or what he did with the money. But we do know he chose to take the lump sum. That means he took home $192 million before taxes. I'm sure you'll agree that's a lot of cash. We also know that he'd put together a team of financial experts and lawyers before claiming his prize. Hopefully, that means he spent his money wisely. The family he split the prize with was a family of 3. The 2 he was surprised with chose the same lump sum option. The Hills family were the other lucky winners. Mark was a mechanic, and Cindy was an office manager before switching to being a full-time mom to their adopted daughter. The night before they found out they'd won, Cindy had said to her daughter that big wins like that probably never happen. Good thing she was wrong. They said they planned to stay in Missouri after their win, but they also wanted to travel a bit. They were thinking they might even adopt a second child now that they had all that money, to make sure the kid had a good life. That seems like a really worthy way of spending a lottery win. Can you click subscribe faster than the lives of these winners changed? You have just 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and you never know. We might just help you out if you win one day. But this isn't the only time a lottery winner has been caught on camera, as he discovers he's won a life-changing sum of money. This group of 5 friends had been buying lottery tickets as a group for years. They all lived near Ottawa at the time, working in the IT department for the federal government. They were really close friends, even traveling together with their families. But they did this every week, with each friend taking a turn to purchase a lottery ticket. This time, it was Bryan Redman's turn to buy a ticket, but incredibly, he nearly forgot. He remembered to pick one up at the very last second, only because his car almost ran out of gas on the way home on Friday the 13th. That's meant to be an unlucky day, but not for Bryan and his friends. While Bryan was filling up, he remembered that he didn't have a lottery ticket yet. So he went into the gas station store to pick one up just hours before the drawing took place. Sure, it's normally not luck to almost run out of gas, but this time it was. The ticket was a winner for their friends. The next morning, Bryan checked the ticket on an app and was stunned when he saw the number 60 million appear on the screen. He didn't believe it, so he rushed off to the nearest lottery machine to check it again. This machine said the same thing. Then, he ran back to his car, locked the doors, and he had started going. He was crying before any of his friends answered the phone. Later, they all went to check the ticket together one last time. Still, the group didn't really believe they'd won. This was their last try to confirm that they really had won big. You can see the moment in this clip. You can tell they're trying to act normal as they walk into the store. But when the clerk checks the ticket and realizes they've won, he's almost as shocked as if he'd been the one who bought the winning ticket. He can't believe these guys have won $60 million. When the group finally accepted that they really are millionaires now, you can see the joy spread across their faces. What did the group do with the money? Well, the last time the news heard a word about them, they were all still working at their normal jobs. The group said at their lottery press conference that they'd heard horror stories about lottery winners blowing all their cash, and they didn't want to become one of them. So they weren't going to make any big decisions straight away. They clearly decided that having a stable job was a pretty good idea, although one of the friends said he might want a new house. I think if you're a millionaire, you should definitely pick a house you really love. But they all agreed that family comes first. What would you do if you won $60 million with your closest friends?